Quack, quack. They're coming for me. What the heck, Sony? So, a lot of people have been either glossing over the ZV-1F's shortcomings or standing on the train of hate, but I haven't really seen a simple side-by-side comparison of these two cameras in the setting they were marketed for, which is vlogging. Why not? I have my guesses, which I can touch on later, but first, let's talk about what the ZV-1 isn't. The ZV-1 is not incredible. It has that muted old Sony color science. It has their old non-touch menu system. It hides the battery door underneath the 1/4" thread. And it doesn't have a wide-angle lens. Sure, it has the wider aperture with the built-in ND, but you know what? I've actually been having trouble with that. I had it set to auto the other day, and the damn thing just would not turn on. I was outside, and there were blown out highlights. I had like a 1 in 1250th of a second shutter speed on the ZV-1, while the ZV-1F cruised along at 100, which is kind of cheating, but I'll tell you how I did that later. The point of cameras like this, that are $750, is to make it simple. Why buy a $750 integrated lens camera other than to keep it simple? You don't want to have to bother with manual settings. You don't want to have to bother with troubleshooting. That higher price tag for the convenience. But you know what? The ZV-1F doesn't have any of those issues. And it makes up $250 of a savings. Okay, well, more like 208. I have this 1 to 5 stop ND filter that's on it that was about $43 on Amazon, linked below. But yeah, I have it on aperture priority. I have it on, I think, ND4 right now, and look what it gives you. I have both of these cameras set to standard colors. I actually tested this ZV-1F against what Panasonic calls their vlogging camera, the G100, and the ZV-1F crushed it. I walked into a tunnel and the ZV-1F still had me, no problem. Okay, maybe a little bit. But the Panasonic just simply refused to recognize a human. I got close to the glass, and still, it took a second. The ZV-1F killed it. Gerald Undone compared the ZV-1F to, I think, the Pixel 7 Pro, and then, who knows, iPhone 14, 15, 17. But my question is, why would you even compare them? Why would you compare a phone? You don't get a flippy screen. You don't get a removable battery. You don't get an SD card slot. You have to go back like 10 years to get phones with those sorts of things. You know how many times I've tried to record something cute or funny that my son was doing, and I couldn't get it because I had to go find something else to delete. Like, hold on, son, let me just go find something precious to delete. Real quick, please keep doing that cute thing you were doing. You know, with an SD card, you don't have a lack of storage. I don't have to upgrade my phone for $200 or $300. I don't have to buy cloud storage where they report all of your activity even though you're just trying to take a photo for your teledoc. And they turned you into the LAPD. Or maybe it was San Francisco, I don't remember the story. But I just bought 4 256 gigabyte SD cards for $120. I can swap those out at any time I want. Right now, I think I've been recording on this for probably an hour. It says I have 8 hours and 47 minutes of record time left. You know, anytime I want, I can go get another one. They make them cheaper all the time. So, you know, I'm always going to have space to record things like sledding. These Samsung SD cards that I bought, I think they're Samsung Pro Plus. They're plenty fast for any kind of recording you would want to do. You can get a couple of them, but really, the only thing you'd want to use your phone for is if you're looking for their stabilization. That's pretty good, but this doesn't have optical image stabilization, and look how it's doing. You know what, though? It's even better than that. The other day I did a test of the GH5, Panasonic GH5, with IBIS and a comparable wide-angle lens against this, and you tell me which is worse. Tell me if it matters to you enough to spend $1,200 on a used GH5 and used lens just to get contrast-based autofocus and decent stabilization. I mean, this thing's 250 grams. That IBIS in that GH5 brings everything up to 760 without a lens. So which of these do you prefer? Is the phase detect autofocus worth another $207 after you buy that ND filter for a face that crops in like this? Or do you want to zoom it back out and just have the minimal OIS? I mean, yeah, they have that Ulanzi wide angle that you can put onto the ZV-1, but you have to take it off and put it back on every time, and that adds another $50 to your purchase price. And that isn't going to fix the Sony color science. I mean, if you like it old school, if you like their old color science, if it matches another camera you already have, then okay. I mean, I get that there's a better aperture on this for a little bit better background separation, a little bit of a brighter opening. You know, you get a little bit better low light performance, but I want to talk about why I think maybe these reviewers haven't been showing side-by-side vlogging-based comparisons for these two vlogging cameras. I'm guessing that maybe it has something to do with the fact that camera reviewers usually have such expensive kit that they want to compare things to, and they don't even take this $500 cheap camera seriously, and that, you know, maybe the commission isn't really very valuable on it. But I actually doubt that that's really what it is. My guess is that Sony themselves restricted them. Maybe it was the PR team that told them what to do. Those marketing PR departments that want to push different kinds of features on you to tell you how valuable this device is for the price, but they also don't want to try and cannibalize their ZV-1 sales. So why would they tell you, Mr. Product Reviewer, yes, go ahead and just compare them straight across, side by side? I think a lot of you would decide that the ZV-1F is more than competent. You know what else? It has USB-C. It's easy to get to that battery door and swap out a battery, to swap out an SD card. But you know what? That's where I come in. You can call me a hero of the people. Or you can just hit that like button. Or, you know, quadruple tap the dislike button. Leave your angry comments, that's fine. What do you guys think? Is the ZV-1 or the ZV-1F highly excellent? You tell me. Subscribe.